What's happening, family? So I'm over here on the homestead. It is a little cool outside. We actually have some out here feeding the wild birds, the chickens, and we have got about I don't know, man, 15, 20 turkeys show up. They're milling around out there, out yonder way somewhere out there. Can y'all see the snow? It's really coming down. Get this feed sack and bring it on back. Yeah. Sorry if it's a little bit shaky. I don't have my gizmo for making it not shake. Guess we need a plow. Sure is beautiful out here this time of year though. It's cold, but it is pretty. It certainly is. Feeling really blessed to live out here. Pretty country with dogs and horses and chickens, and probably gonna get some goats this year. Wood fire home we got here, and you can have all this too. You know, you totally can. This isn't just for me. This isn't just for some people. That are born with certain lives. This is for everybody. I think everybody should live like this. Everybody should be able to live this way. Where, look, guys, look around. If I need wood, I have it. Here's a standing dead fir right here. Make great firewood. We got plenty of land. All the land that you see, all the land you can see all the way back. There's trees. Everything back here is mine. There's my family, and there's Buck. Buck's our Anatolian. He's mighty Buck. He's been chasing the deer, so he's gonna be tied up for a minute. Oh, we're reconnecting. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Buck, you want to tell the people hi? Say hi. Hi, big guy. Oh, yeah, you're biggin'. So, y'all feel free to ask any questions you want to in regards to lunatic. You think he's been on that thing all day, and he hasn't, man. He just got out of here, and he's made for the cold. These dogs are made to be with be with goats and stuff like that. They're meant to be in an environment that has a fence around it. They're not, because they will chase the deer clear off the property. As we found out, as he's been doing it as of late. So we don't want our deer to run off. So until we have the whole property fence, he's gonna be chain bound and inside and on walks and stuff like that. He's gonna be living the life of a Labrador. No freedom to reign the property and run all the way up to Canada right now. That's what he wants to do. He wants to run all the way up to Canada right now. Wouldn't he? It's fast, man. See how he's built? He built really tall, really lean. Big old Anatolian Shepherd. How big are you? He's a big one. Gotta jump this chain when he's running. But yeah, so, if y'all want to, we can do more videos. I just don't do them very often because I videos like this very often because I don't know what y'all are interested in, really. But we cut our own firewood over here. We chop our own wood over here. We have a ton of land. I mean, we've got tons of deer, tons of turkeys, elk. We got a couple of dogs. We got our own chickens and all that stuff. And but we've got a lot out here. We can sustain ourselves out here. I'm gonna be putting a greenhouse when I get rid of these two containers. We're gonna be putting a greenhouse right there because the sun comes from this direction. Okay, so this would be north, and there's south. So we're gonna be putting that container. I mean, where these containers are, you getting those out of here soon enough, and we're gonna be constructing a greenhouse right here. Hopefully, a Walipini style greenhouse is what I'll have in mind, and which would be good. And we could put the entrance down slope, which is it goes downhill down there. So we can put the entrance down there where you can walk into it, and be able to get some, be able to have our stuff growing year round. You know, back in Mississippi, if you look at some of my previous videos, when we lived in Mississippi, you know, I had 1,000 square foot of gardens. You know, and we could, but we had an 8 or 9 month growing season. Over here, it's like less than 3 months. So have to do it a little bit differently. Look at this. It's all turkey tracks on the ground right here. But you know, we've got a bunch of outbuildings and all that stuff, and we live out here year round. You know, log cabin, outbuildings, everything that we need. Have our guard dog, you know, and he's a heck of a guard dog too. I'll tell you that. You know, we can't see our neighbors. We can hear them when they fire rifles. So that's about it. We can hear their dogs. A buck can hear their dogs especially. But, you know, this type of lifestyle, people, you know, at one time in our lives, this was a dream to be out here, you know. And truth be known, I'd like to tell you that this all happened because of hard work and diligence and all of those conventional things that people are going to tell you that are responsible. And I'm not saying that it doesn't take those things. It does to be out here, but you know, to have the property and live the lifestyle like we live, you know. And it does take hard work, it does take diligence, but it's not only reserved for that, because that in and of itself is never going to, you know, get us across the finish line, right? So let's see, I'm gonna turn you guys this way. If you can you still see right there? I hope so. I'm gonna turn you this way because I need to get Buck, and I'm gonna bring him back inside. All right. So I'm gonna push through my pocket here. Hopefully you can just see. So anyway, it does take hard work, diligence, but it's not just that. What it takes even more of is faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the Lord, and faith that He's got you through no matter what. And you can actually accomplish what it is you want to accomplish. And just, you know, I asked God to put us in here, and it took years, okay? We had land in Colorado. We had land in Mississippi, you know, and something always happened where you couldn't stay there. And whether, you know, get closer to family or whatever the case is. But when we moved here, I literally hit my knees in gratitude, because what we have now is more than and better than I ever could have imagined. It's everything I've ever wanted in a home. It's everything I've ever wanted in a property for the most part. The latitude, I love the latitude, but we just don't have enough of a growing season. But we can mitigate that by with a greenhouse, so I can compromise that. But man, we now live in this situation where most people look at this and say, you know, you're living the dream life, you know. And I look at it, I wake up here in this house every morning and we still have, you know, same issues everybody else does, but look where I have to deal with them, you know. I'm not in a condo, I'm not in an apartment in a noisy city, you know. We have things out here, noises coming from the woods out here that nobody ever hears from any regular animals, that's for sure. You know, we've got bear, we've got mountain lions, we've got wolves, we have coyotes, bobcats, you know, you name it. Every predator, every major predator in North America is here. We have moose, we have elk, we have whitetail, all come on property here, you know. They come and steal our hay. and the deer come and eat our chicken feed, and the turkeys come and eat the chicken feed, and so it's a situation that we're living in, which is really awesome. It's really blessed. And but I'm telling you, it could not have happened. No doubt in my mind. And guys, I wasn't born like this. You can look at my other videos. This isn't how I thought it was going to go. But I tell you this, I couldn't have done it without the Lord, you know. And just I felt like the other things that we had, when I didn't have them anymore, I felt like He took it away. And that's just not the case, you know, because what He gives, what He does take away for the time being, for whatever reason, because His ways are above ours, and though we don't understand it at the time, when He gave it back, it was back. The size of the property was doubled. The home is a lot nicer. It's a gorgeous log cabin, and it's all updated on the inside. So it's beautiful, and at the same time, we're completely self-sufficient out here if we need to be. We go to Costco and stuff like that. And guys, I'm standing under these trees because there's no snow here. Everything that we need here, we have. The home is wood heat. We can cook on the wood stoves if we need to. We've got, of course, we have propane furnace if we need it. But the bottom line is that we don't need it, because we've got a ton of wood. And so we're able to live this lifestyle, what most people consider a dream lifestyle. If I need meat for my family, I can go kill a deer easily. They're walking in the yard every morning. We just had 15 or 20 turkeys right over there. So this is a paradise to most people, and to most people that like this kind of mountain living. We are in the mountains. We're in the Northern Rockies, about 60, almost exactly 60 miles from the Canadian border. And if you fly straight north of us, you're gonna hit right into British Columbia, not pass over any houses. And so you can literally take the mountains from my house, go straight north out of here, and you'll end up, going just through mountains, straight into the mountains of British Columbia. So it's really beautiful, and so this is it. We're at the edge of the wilderness, then in the United States, and it just goes wilderness all the way out that way, all the way to Canada, which is really cool. And it's really cool to think about. It's a cool concept, right? Like you're not going to run into another city in the United States until you get to the border. So, and there's no city there. You're going to go. I actually looked at it on Google Earth. There's no city between my house and the North Pole. If you draw a straight line, there's no city between my house and North Pole. And I don't even think you'll actually cross over another house because it's mountains the whole way. And then you go up to the Northwest Territories. There's nothing there, just tundra and caribou, and then Santa Claus, right, or Superman, and that's it. So we live out here. It's very rural. It's very quiet, and we have this ability to sustain our lives and take care of the 4 kids and take care of our families and protect them. We've got the right animals to do it, and we have everything that we need, and it's just a blessed thing. If you look at my earlier video, it tells you how to afford these things. Okay, I would say develop a skill that you can do on the internet. That's what I did. Okay, so I have a skill that I can utilize online. I can do online that video. You'll see how within a matter of months you can start to afford your own homesteading / permaculture property, right? And right now, we're not even really homesteading this property right now, the way that I have other properties. We haven't been here long enough to really get set up, and I don't know if y'all can